Okay, welcome to Wild Heart Yoga Online, and I'm your teacher, Kelly, if we haven't met yet. And for today's class, you're going to want a couple blocks and a strap. I realize that the last few Hatha classes that we've done haven't been super focused on some upper body work, so we're going to get into that today. So just to start, you might also want a blanket, if I didn't already mention that. 2 blocks, strap, blanket, and we're just going to start seated. So you can go ahead and sit down with your blanket underneath you for some cushion, and we will get started. So just sitting, legs can be any way that's comfortable. Let your arms relax down in by your sides. Let your hands rest in your lap. And just start to bring your awareness to your breath and maybe allow your eyes to just gently blink closed. So our upper body has become quite a bit of focus here, especially with everybody, myself included, sitting at desks for hours on end and just hunching and rounding forward. So we're going to kind of work on opening through the chest, drawing the shoulder blades together, strengthening the muscles that are responsible for that retraction of the shoulders, the drawing of the shoulder blades together, trapezius and the rhomboid specifically, all the while getting a nice big stretch through the front of the chest, the pectorals, all that good stuff. So just breathe right now. All you have to do is breathe in and out through the nose. And as you breathe, start to relax that space between the eyebrows. Relax the eyes themselves, letting your lids fall heavy. Relax your cheeks and your jaw. Let your teeth separate. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. And just let that relaxation melt down your neck and into the tops of your shoulders, maybe down your back. Just taking nice, long, slow, deep breaths. And then nice and slow, start to blink your eyes open. Take a full breath in, get nice and tall. Let your lower ribs drop down, kind of hugging them in a little bit. And then slowly let your chin drop down toward your chest. Let your head hang heavy. Feel that stretch down the back of the neck, maybe into the upper back. And depending on how tight you are, you might feel it down either side of your spine. And then from here, we're just going to rock our head from side to side. So nice and slow, roll your head over to the right. Stack your ear over your shoulder. And then before the head starts to tilt back, go ahead and drop your chin back down through center and then roll over to the left. Same thing, don't let the head fall backwards, but go ahead and roll through center and over to the right. Just before it tilts back, go ahead and roll it forward. To the left. Down. Last one to the right. Down through center. Last one over to the left. Drop your chin back down through center. And then inhale, sit up nice and tall. Good. Walk your right fingertips out to the side. You can maybe even grab one of your blocks and place it underneath your palm. So your upper body's tilting over to the right with your hand either on a block or the earth. And then bend the elbow in toward your side body. Reach your left arm up and over. Good. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Maybe grab your other block, place it underneath your left hand. And inhale, sweep your right arm up and over to the left. Side bend. Inhale, sit up tall. Right hand block or earth, bend the elbow, reach the left arm up and over, drop the left shoulder down away from the ear. So leave a lot of space between your shoulder, your ear, and the side of your head. and reach through those fingertips nice and heavy through the left hip. Inhale, sit up tall, switch side, left hand to block or earth, bend the elbow, right arm reaches up. Create that bubble around your neck, your head. Good, inhale, sit up tall, right hand to block, left hand lifts up. Place your hand behind your head with your elbow bent up toward the sky. Think about drawing your elbow back behind you and rotating your chest up and open toward the sky. Take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, without pressing into the back of your head, lower your elbow, turn your chest down toward your right knee. So you're rotating in now. And then inhale, rotate up and open. 2 more. Exhale, round it down, rotate down. Inhale, lift up and open. Last one this side. Exhale, turn it down. Inhale, open. Good. Press up, inhale, sit up tall. And left arm block or earth, reach your right arm up and over. Find that side bend. Shoulders are down. Bend the elbow, bring the hand behind the head. So it's not pressing, it's just resting there. And then start to lift the chest open. That right elbow moves back toward the wall behind you. Take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, rotate your chest down and let the elbow close down. Ooh, yeah. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. This feels really good on this side for me. Exhale, close. Inhale and open. Good. Inhale, sit up tall. Good. Go ahead and switch the cross of your legs. Sit up again, always tall spine. You can move your blocks ahead of you. Let's do my strap aside here. And place your hands to the blocks. Again, we're going to start with this really long spine, but then we're going to start to round. But I want you to think about leading with your heart first and start to slide your blocks forward. So you're hinging at your hips. And then once you get to that point where you're like, I just can't go any further with this straight spine, with this long spine, then you can start to maybe bend the elbows and round through that upper back. Let your chin drop in toward your chest. Forehead can move down in space. And then from here, if you like to get a little bit of dynamic movement here, just start to sway your upper body from side to side. I find that this is really nice for any low back tightness that anybody, myself, might have. Good. If you're swaying from side to side, go ahead and sway yourself back through center. Slide your blocks in and lift your head and chest up. Good. Blocks can be set aside for right now. Grab your strap. If you don't have a strap, anything that's long, like a tie or a scarf or a belt, anything that's nice and long, you can use that instead. But for right now, go ahead and just start to roll your shoulders. And then maybe roll them forward, roll them back, switching directions. Good. We're going to start to warm up and really get into that mobility of the shoulders. So take your strap. This is one of my favorite things. If you've been in my classes before, you know what we're about to do. So you're going to take your strap and you're going to take it about shoulder distance apart. And then you're just going to grab the strap and make sure that it's nice and taut so that there's no wiggle room in the middle. You're pulling the strap apart. We're going to start with the strap down toward the floor. Shoulders locked into place. So think about hugging in the head of the humerus to the socket. And then as you inhale, you're going to squeeze the palms away from each other as you lift your strap up overhead. Keep your shoulders drawing down. As you exhale, gently draw in around your waist. So cinching in around your waist, activating your core. Slowly lower the strap back down. Good. We're going to widen our hands a little bit. So just a little bit wider than the shoulders, a little bit wider than the hips. Same thing though, don't let any slack come into the strap. You're pulling it apart. Shoulders drawn back, ribs hugging in toward one another. As you inhale, Slowly lift your strap up, all the while pulling it apart with your hands. Getting it just straight up overhead or as close to being overhead as you can. And then as you exhale, think about drawing in through the waist, cinching in. Lower the strap down, nice and slow. Take your time. Pull the strap apart. Good, now take it even wider. So the wider we go, the more challenging this becomes. Inhale, lift the strap up. And kind of notice here, maybe your strap is leaning off to one side or the other. That's not bad, like we all have asymmetries and that's perfectly human, but just notice because it kind of gives us a clue where we need to focus. Exhale, cinch in around the waist, activate the core, pull the strap apart, lower it down. Good. Okay, so I'm going to turn around so that you can see my back because we're going to start to lift the strap up, over, and behind us. So I'm turning around. You can stay right where you are. Take the strap really, really wide. So nice and wide. And we can adjust as we go. But as you inhale, lift it up just like we've been doing. And this time as you exhale, start to draw the strap behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. If you feel like you need more space on your strap, slide your hands apart. Lower the strap nice and slow down. Maybe tap it against your low back. Keep the strap nice and taut. Inhale, lift the strap up. Exhale, cinch in, lower the strap down in front of you. So take a moment here, adjust your hands as needed, and then we'll do the same thing. Inhale, lift the strap up. Maybe this second round, you can kind of scoot your hands in just a little bit closer. Squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you, and then lower the strap down. So we want to try to keep the strap from tilting one way or the other, but keep it nice and straight. Inhale, lift up. Really take your time here. Work within your own mobility. And exhale, move the strap down. So we're going to do this 3 more times, and I want you to do work with your own pace, but see if you can maybe, as we go, scoot your hands in a little bit closer. Even if it's just a centimeter or even smaller. So that was 1. We'll go for 2 more. Take your time. You don't have to be with me. But I'm working on my 3rd one here. So just find your way to that final round, your 3rd round. And then when you're done, just let your strap relax, let it go. Wiggle out your hands, maybe interlace your fingers, and just take some wrist rolls here. Good, relax, let go, and then you're just going to swing your arms around. Very technical, it's very yogic. Just swing them around. Good, good, good. Okay, we are going to move on. So set your strap aside. You might need it again when we move forward in class, but bring your blocks to the top of your mat. And then we're going to come into tabletop. So place your palms to the tops of your blocks and place your knees on top of your blanket. We're going to do some rounds of cat and cow here. So as you inhale, release your belly down, move your heart forward. Exhale, round, press the blocks away, lift that heart up through the back ribs, relax your head and neck. Inhale, belly down, heart forward. Exhale, round. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale back through to a nice neutral spine. Take your left hand off of your left block and move it in. Inhale, reach your left arm forward. And then we're going to windmill it up toward the sky. Open your chest. And then sweep the arm back behind you. Let it sweep alongside your left hip as your fingertips face the floor, and then forward again. So just think nice big windmill. Inhale, lift up. Let the breath transition through the exhale as you draw the fingertips down, and then forward again. Inhale, lift up. Windmill it back and around. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Keep pressing that right block away. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Place your hand back on top of your left block. We'll do the same thing with the right hand. So scoot your block in just a smidge. Inhale, reach the right arm forward. And then up toward the sky. Windmill it up and back and down. Forward. Up. Inhale. Let the breath transition. Exhale. Inhale. Press that left block away as you open through the chest. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. So now we're putting that mobility to work. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Place your right hand back down to your block. We'll take 1 more round of cat and cow before we move on. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, nice long spine here. And then we are going to make our way up to standing. So however you like to do that, if you want to move through a downward facing dog, you're more than welcome to. But if you'd like to just pop up, go for that too. I'm going to take a down dog. And I'm going to slide my blanket off of my mat. And then eventually, if you're in down dog, look forward, step your feet up behind your hands, and then inhale nice and slow, stand all the way up. So everybody meet at the top of your mat, standing tall. Good. Soften through your knees, lift through the belly, lengthen through the tailbone, shoulders back. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Reach your right fingertips around your left wrist, turn your left palm to face the sky, bend the elbows, and soften your knees as you side bend over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch your grip over to your right wrist and side bend to the left. Good. Inhale, center, over to the right. Exhale. Inhale, center, and exhale to the left. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, sweep your arms nice and slow down by your sides. Good. Bring your blocks up to the top of your mat so that they're on their high side, tall side. Step back about a foot away from the blocks. Roll your shoulders back a few times. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Maybe look up toward your hands as they touch. And then as you exhale, swan dive, fold forward, hinge at your hip, keep that spine long, keep your core engaged, bring your hands to the tops of your blocks. Really soften your knees here as you let your upper body fold down. From here, I want you to press into your blocks with your palms and lift your head and chest up to a nice long spine. Shoulders draw back, low ribs knit in, belly cinch it in. Inhale here, exhale here. Inhale, see if you can lengthen, reach the crown of the head forward away from your tailbone. And then as you exhale, go ahead and bend your elbows, soften your knees, fold forward. Inhale, lift your head and chest halfway. With your right hand still connected to your block, scoot your right block underneath your nose. Really bend your right knee nice and deep, and inhale, lift your left arm up and open. Twist to the left. Exhale, left arm comes down. We're going to switch sides. Move your right block back, left block underneath your nose. Bend the left knee, inhale, reach your right arm up. So we're creating this nice long line. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, find that long spine. And then exhale, fold. Bend your knees nice and deep. Inhale, slowly lift your head and chest all the way up. Sweep your arms out and up. And then exhale, bring your prayer to your heart center. Good. We're going to step our legs into warrior one position. So bring your right foot forward to the center of your mat. And then your left foot is going to step back. And I want you to scoot your left foot out so that your toes are kind of lined up with the edge of the left side of your mat. So your foot is at about like a 45-ish degree angle. So the right toes are facing forward. Bend your right knee. Squeeze that left thigh so it spirals in, and that left hip starts to move forward, or at least forward-ish. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. As you exhale, keep your lower body nice and strong. You're going to sweep your fingertips forward as you lean your chest forward. Arms move back in space. Just hover above your right thigh. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and reach your fingertips back. Inhale, lift your head and chest, sweep your arms up. Do that a couple more times. Exhale, lean the chest forward, sweep your arms back. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift your pinkies toward the sky. Fingertips reach back, squeeze. And then inhale, release, lift up. Last one like this. Exhale. Lean forward, hands back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring your palms to prayer at heart center. And then you're going to lengthen through that front leg and gently step off your back foot and bring your feet underneath your hips. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, reach up as you rise. And exhale, bring your prayer to your heart center. Good. Warrior one on the other side. Step your left foot closer to the center of your mat. Step your right foot back. It doesn't matter how far back you step it. The further back, the more intense this will be. The closer in, it'll be a little bit less intense. But scoot your toes out so they line up with the edge of your mat. Foot is at about 45-ish degrees. Bend your left knee. Press down through that right foot and then inner spiral that right inner thigh so that you're kind of pointing it back and that right hip starts to move forward a touch. Inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, lean the chest forward, sweep the arms back. Squeeze the shoulders together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, same thing. Squeeze the shoulders together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, halfway. And reach and squeeze. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, pull your prayer to your heart center. Gently step off of your back foot. Step up to the top of your mat. One half sun style just to kind of clear it out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, prayer to heart center. Good. We're going to stretch out the shoulders one more time before we start to make our way down. So go ahead and grab your strap. And this is just to have just in case. You might not need it. You might find that you might not need it. So we'll start with it. And then if you're like, hey, I don't need this, you can just drop it and go from there. Okay, so I'm going to turn so my back is facing you again. And I'm just going to drape my strap over my left shoulder so that I can pretty easily grab it here. Roll your shoulders back so you're nice and open through the front of your chest, and then you're just going to bring the hands together behind you. Now, if your hands don't want to be friends, Grab, that's what the strap's for. It'll be the bridge. Grab your strap. You can haul it off of your shoulder here so that you have your strap behind you. And then you're going to keep your elbows bent and then move your strap so that kind of hooks and wraps around your right hip. Roll your right shoulder back, squeeze your right elbow back. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Unlock your knees. And then as you exhale, tilt your head over to the right. Relax the shoulders down. We're letting the ear drop down toward the shoulder. We're not trying to lift the shoulder up toward the ear. And inhale, sit up with your head. And then you're going to unhook the strap around that right hip and you're going to move it over toward your left hip. Nice and tall, roll that left shoulder back, squeeze the left elbow behind you. Inhale. And then exhale, tilt your head over to the left. Good. Keep breathing. Keep dropping the shoulders down. Notice where you feel this. And then inhale, lift your head up. Unhook around that left hip. Move your hands back behind you. So this is where you can decide if you want to keep the strap or if you're like, hey, I'm all right. I don't need you. Some people, you know, it's fine. And then we're going to bring our hands back behind us. We're going to do that same sequence again. Again, if you want to keep the strap with you, keep it, use it, utilize that bridge between your hands. Otherwise, interlace your fingers behind your low back. Roll your shoulders back, sit up tall through the spine, and then you're going to scoot your fist around and hook it around your right hip. Roll that right shoulder back, squeeze the right elbow back, nice and tall. Let your head tilt over to the right. Inhale, lift up, unhook, move your fist over around your left hip. Roll that left shoulder back, left elbow moves back in space. When you're ready, tilt your head over to the left. Inhale, lift up, unhook, release your hands, let your arms relax down by your sides, and we're just going to sway it out again. So let your arms kind of bop up against you as you turn from right to left. Just very gentle little taps. Good. Okay, go ahead and slow it down. Come back through center. Let your arms relax down by your sides, and then we're going to come back down to a seated position. We're going to set our blocks up first so that we don't have to finagle with them. Bring one block to its medium height at the head of your mat, and then the other block is going to be a little bit further away from it, maybe a hand's breadth away on its low side. So we're going to set up for supported fish at the end of class, but for right now, just sit. And then from here, inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, open your arms and twist to the right. Lower your left fingertips down to your leg, your right leg, and lower your right fingertips to the earth behind your right hip. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, squeeze that shoulder blade in toward the spine. As you inhale, nice and slow, unwind from your twist and reach up. Exhale, twist to the left. Next inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, deepen the twists by drawing that scapula, that shoulder blade in toward the spine. Inhale nice and slow, unwind and reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring your palms together in front of your heart space. Good. So coming into our supported fish position. Turn around so you're facing away from your blocks. You can maybe even bring your blanket back to your mat so it's underneath your hips if that feels good. And you're just going to very slowly roll yourself down until you meet your blocks. And this first block is going to go underneath your mid to upper back. So ladies, or anyone who wears bras, it's going to line up with that bra strap. And then you'll lean your head back to rest on that top block. Adjust as needed. You can stretch out your legs. If that feels a little tweaky to your low back, bend your knees, plant your feet. Walk them out wide. Thighs and knees come together. Relax your arms out to the sides and let the palms face open. Maybe allow your eyes to close down here. Really let your shoulders just kind of melt down toward the floor as your chest opens up toward the sky. You can stay here as long as you like, as long as it feels good. But when you're ready, start to toe heel your feet in. Start to wiggle through your fingers, roll through your wrists. And then very carefully roll yourself off of your props. Press your way up to find a seat. Keep your eyes closed. Let your arms come down along your sides. Breathe in, reach your arms up. Allow your fingertips to press first one by one and then your palms as you exhale your prayer to your heart space, bowing to your prayer. Take a full breath in. A complete breath out. Separate your palms. Place your right hand on your chest over your heart, your left to rest on the back of your right. And take a moment to find gratitude for your one wild, beautiful, precious heart, for coming to practice today, for breathing, for moving. Gratitude and love and compassion for yourself. Big breath in here. Exhale, release your hands down into your lap as you blink your eyes open. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I've got some big things coming up, so please stay tuned and I hope to see you soon.